I'm kind of a completionist. Now I'm up to 68 perfect games on Steam. After completing the first Atelier Ryza in the last video, I was feeling like playing something a bit more mature, which is why today we're playing... Released in 2012, Sleeping Dogs is an open-world action-adventure game developed by United Front Games. Originally meant to be True Crime Hong Kong, fans describe the game as a GTA set in Hong Kong. The definitive edition of the game was released in 2014 and includes all of the DLC, as well as some graphical improvements and improved stability. So, we play as Wei Shen, a Hong Kong cop who gets sent on an undercover mission to infiltrate the Sun On Yee triad. After being planted in a holding cell to meet his childhood friend Jackie Ma, Jackie agrees to take Wei to see his Sun On Yee captain, also known as a Red Pole. On our way to meet the Red Pole, Jackie starts some shit with the local crooks and we're introduced to Sleeping Dogs' awesome hand-to-hand combat. Grapple? Slam the shutter down on the thug? Yo! Hell yeah, dude. Once the thugs are taken care of, Jackie finally takes us to meet Winston. Before trusting us to join his family, we need to prove that we've got what it takes. So he sends us out on some small-time jobs in the local night market where we run into a familiar face. Extortion. Extort. Work for Winston. He looks like Asian Tom Holland. He totally looks like fucking Asian Spider-Man. Things go smoothly until we have to chase a soldier of the rival Red Pole named Dog Eyes, who had been collecting on our turf. While chasing him, we get ambushed by more soldiers, and it's here that we get our first achievement for doing 5 environmental takedowns. We continue to chase onto a rooftop where we destroy more goons and take down Ming. After committing literal murder, we end up arrested by the local police. But luckily for us, our undercover handler is there to bail us out. We did what was necessary to prove our worth to the Sun On Yee triad, and our reward is a first story-related achievement. Completing the mission awards us with both cop and triad experience. We'll need to get both of these to level 10 by not endangering the public during missions for the cop levels, and by taking enemies down in violently creative ways for the triad levels. To help speed things along, we put on an outfit set which increases our triad XP gain before we continue doing missions, picking up the occasional side mission or favor. After completing a few of these favors, we get enough XP to reach face level 2. Aye, face level 2, let's get it! While doing another side job, we're tasked with stealing a car and delivering it in as good a condition as possible. The problem is, someone's driving it right now, so we opt to do the only logical thing and... Whoa, stuntman! Immediately drive it into a fucking barrier. Worth it. Back to the main missions, we find ourselves in a nightclub, where we need an escort in order to get upstairs to the manager's office. The best way to do so is by impressing one of the girls working there with our karaoke singing, which, thanks to the copyright laws, went something like this. Once the ladies are sufficiently impressed with our singing, we make our way upstairs where we confront the manager. He's not too happy to see us and sicks his goons on us. After smashing one of them into the aquarium on the wall, we then put him to sleep by slapping him in the face with a fish. At this point, I'm in love with the fighting in this game. I went over to the North Point Fight Club, where after breaking the first rule and this guy's leg, I get my first gold stat, which comes packaged with an achievement. There are a total of 30 stat awards, and we'll have to reach gold on all of them, which is by far the biggest grind of this 100%. For now though, we break some more legs and complete the fight club, which gets us to 10% game completion and unlocks the rookie achievement. That reminds me, we're supposed to be an officer of the law, so we take a break from the triad and violence stuff to help out our boys and girls in blue by conducting surveillance on a deal gone wrong. After handing in our report and completing our first case, we have officially taken a bite out of crime. You know what they say, work hard, play hard. So it's time for us to go on a date. And while on the way there and enjoying the sights, I saw something. Hey. We end up visiting the 4th district of Hong Kong, getting us man around town. After our day with Amanda, who is voiced by Emma Stone by the way, in the most enthusiastic role of her career. Are you kidding me? Really? Really?
That looks good, thanks.
You know, I have to say, that dress looks really good on you.
Well...
Yep. Where am I uploading this to? We end up finding ourselves in the hardest event of the game, where we unlock Slight Silver for achieving 5 silver stat awards. After getting my ass whooped by this event multiple times, I unwind it by going for the Safe Driver achievement, which you get for driving above 60 km per hour for 2 minutes straight without damaging your car. Grabbing a slow chicken coop van and driving circles on the highway make this one easy. Back to being a not so safe man. We find ourselves doing a job for the Triad, tracking one of Dog Eye's drug cooks hiding out in a processing plant. This is where we get our 200th kill, giving us our 5th gold stat award as well as an achievement. We continue making our way through the factory, getting into some firefights along the way until we find Siwa, the cook. After he runs and escapes outside, we chase him once again, until we get the opportunity to hijack his escape vehicle, after which we deliver him to Winston, dealing a serious blow to Dog Eyes and gaining us a prime cook. That'll show him. As we all know, crime pays, so we head over to the local gambling den for some cockfighting. We need the white cock to beat the black cock. Ah, it's looking pretty even. Come on, white cock. Oh! White cock won! I had the bigger cock. We're still working away at some of the numerous side objectives like cop jobs. Stop resisting! Debt collection turned car repo.
The car! Who has drugs in the back? That should cover my debt. Don't hurt me. I'm sorry.
Well, there goes my cop score. And we're still unlocking more.
Hello.
Wait, if you see the van, security company refuse to pay protection money. Garages.
What?
Sounds good. I'll grab them if I see them.
Huh? Of course, there are also races. And it's after completing one of these 15 races that we reach face level 5, getting us another achievement. Gaining face level 5. Let's go. See, I knew doing races was worth it. Unfortunately, the good times don't last as we get to the mission, the wedding, where all of Winston's family and some of the Sun On Yee top brass have gathered to celebrate Winston's marriage. It doesn't take long before there's some commotion, and we rush inside only to be greeted by rival Triad members from the 18K posing as wedding staff, and they are taking no prisoners. After finding our way through groups of 18K, we finally get to Winston, and this is where everything changes. And Peggy too!
Oh god, Peggy. Wait. Get Peggy out of here.
Oh,
She doesn't deserve this.
Winston. Winston!
not only Winston, but also his bride Peggy have both been killed, and I cannot overstate how much of a tonal shift in the story this mission is. Now we're invested, and it's time that we take some revenge for Winston and Peggy. Shit just got serious, actually. Making our way outside, we find Uncle Po, the head of the whole Sun On Yee triad. He's badly wounded, and so our priorities shift and we escort him out of the venue to the hospital across the road. Damn, that was heavy, huh? Let's lighten the mood by completing some more of the side events and popping an achievement for getting to 25% total game completion. Not long after, while working on our police case, we are tasked with triangulating the location of a suspect by tracing a phone call. Once we successfully figure out his location, we unlock Gadget Man for having successfully done every lockpicking or hacking minigame at least once. Back on the main missions, we track down Ratface. This guy knows who sold out Winston, and so we deliver him to Mrs. Chu, Winston's mom, for some, interrogation.
Okay, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just please, don't!
Yikes, dude. Don't mess with Chinese mama. As you can imagine, with such methods, it doesn't take long for her to get the information she wants. And it turns out that none other than Dog Eye sent at 18K after Winston, as revenge for blowing up his drug lab. Mama Winston wants to see him, so we track him down to the docks and get into a boat chase which leads us to a seafood factory, where he sends his goons after us. Fish time! Yes! No! Oh! Yes! Oh my god, yes! We chase Dog Eyes all the way into the freezer, where we take him down. After we drag him outside and shove him into the trunk of our car, we take him back to Mrs. Chu, where Dog Eyes finally gets what he deserves.
Wait, hey, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not fucking hungry.
Sorry. It's nothing personal. Just business.
Oh god, I'm sorry, please, no.
God damn. He's going in the stew. Now that Dog Eyes has been served, because he's in the stew, huh? Get it? We can go back to unlocking some achievements, as we get our 15 silver stat award. Not long after, we complete the dockyard heist mission with our friend Jackie, which ends in a setup by our bosses that sees Jackie arrested, getting us the A Big Betrayal achievement. When another mission sees us fleeing from the police in a car chase, we shoot out the tires on one of the chasing cops, unlocking Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter? Oh snap! After getting treated to a shining example of female psychology, voicemail from Not Ping.
I went by Batman Club looking for you. Who's Tiffany? You rat? You cheating pig? I can't believe I ever fell for you. I can't believe I let you do all those things. I will never forgive you. Never. Just don't even try. Just don't even bother. Okay? Okay, call me.
Huh? Are women really this difficult? I don't know. I've never met a woman before. We end up proving her right by rizzing up a shouty with the gyat. God, I can't believe I just said that. We seduce another girl by beating her in a foot race and saying just the right things. Don't worry, babe. I'm not this fast in everything.
Wow. You can really run. Well, what else do you do for fun?
Are you coming on to me?
I mean, I will be in a second.
Is that okay?
Yes, it's fine. Wait, let me show you something.
Really?
It's that easy, boys. It's that easy. If you're still single, what is your excuse? Now, going on these different dates does have an actual use, as each girl we date will make a new type of collectible appear on our map. This is essential for collecting all of the different collectibles, as there are 26 security cameras, 50 health shrines, and 85 lockboxes to collect, for a total of 161 collectibles. We're slowly working away at those while continuing the story, where a red pole named Big Smiley wants to take over as a new chairman, after Uncle Po has died in a hospital. Rest in peace, old man. Big Smiley is willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants, even if it means taking out anyone who might oppose him, which we find out the hard way after he kidnaps Jackie and burns him alive on a remote island, where we can save him just in time.
So I was gonna die like an animal, man. Fucking like a dog or something.
Come on, brother. You okay? I got your back.
Dog! Sleeping dog! After almost facing his own end, Jackie is contemplating quitting the triad. He might just get his happy ending after all. Anyway, we do some more open world events and eventually end up unlocking event driven, for completing half of the open world events in the game. After helping our police friends out a bit more and taking out a human trafficking ring, we also unlock case closed, for completing every police case. Later on, while trying out some of the drip we've been unlocking throughout the game, we randomly get fashion statement for changing all of our clothes in the wardrobe. When we get back to the story, Jackie wants to meet up, but when we get there we find him...
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Jackie!
Yeah. When this game wants to get real, it comes out swinging. And we're not done with the hard stuff yet, as when we wake up we find ourselves stripped down and bound to a chair. In front of us is Mr. Tong, the Triad's favorite torturer. When I say the following scenes are a bit hard to watch, I don't say it lightly.
Your friend Jackie didn't think so. Like you wouldn't have told him anything, Mr. Shin. You'll need it. The last cap I had in this chair lasted almost 48 hours.
Before we lose consciousness, Tong lets slip that he's doing this on the orders of Big Smiley. When we wake up, we manage to undo our cuffs and overpower one of the guards. After stumbling around for a bit, we start to make our way out of the building, getting into fistfights, scaling the outside of the building, and getting into a number of gunfights. We eventually catch up to Mr. Tong in a sauna, and after confrontation, we get revenge for what he did to us and Jackie. Oh shit! I got the knife now.
I'm sorry, Jackie. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Lee. Fuck the election. You did this, Lee. And I'm coming for you. Motherfucker.
With that, we have our goal, and completing the mission, we get enough cop XP to reach police level 10, giving us super cop. Literal seconds after, I unlocked whatever's handy when trying to test the weapon we took from Tong. Shout out to male red formal wear ped number 4 for taking it like a champ. Still hellbent on revenge, we make our way to Big Smiley's compound. After finding our way through an army of his goons, we eventually make it to a restaurant boat where we find Lee, but he runs off like a coward, leaving us to deal with his henchman Ponytail. After 5 or so headshots and an explosion... Damn. A lot of headshots and he's still standing. That worked. We give chase to Lee. He gets shot point blank with a shotgun. But like the absolute insane giga chad that he is, Wade just shrugs that shit off and runs after Lee. After Lee crashes his boat, it's time for the final confrontation. Countering is all I can do. I can't punch. And I'm dead. No, I'm not. That's my punch. Throw Big Smiley into the ice chipper. Oh my god! That's gonna have to be censored. With Big Smiley dead, and after we managed to put away our corrupt supervisor who deliberately blew our cover, yeah, that's the whole plot point, don't worry about it, we finally get our happy ending and the final story achievement. Big smiles all around. As well as 3 other achievements. Holy shit! The triple, baby! Quadruple even! God damn! Well... got 4 achievements. That's right. We also get Detective for reaching 50% total game completion, Golden Touch for getting 15 gold stat awards, and Ultimate Fighter for reaching try level 10, bringing our total to 29 achievements after finishing the story. That leaves us with 21 more achievements to get in the main game. Wasting no time, we head straight off to take care of the rest of the side content, and after doing one of the street races, we reach face level 10. Next, we unlock Foodie for getting 10 different foods and drinks from shops and street vendors. The next achievement we get is Mr. Nice Guy for completing every favor. After an unfortunate mishap, which might have resulted in me being on a watch list now, drop gun. Google how to get rid of a gun. No, 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 no! Oh my god!
It was at this moment that he knew.
No, that's in my history now. Oh no.
He fucked up.
Oh, I'm on the list. We enter a haunted karaoke room.
Did you see it?
Here we work away at unlocking our very own copyright-free version of Karaoke Superstar for getting over 90% score in every karaoke song. Ah, yeah, look at them moves. Look at them go. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Eventually, we get it. Later on, I find the Hitman Legendary outfit, which comes packaged with a silenced pistol. Being a Hitman fan, I just had to try it out, and for being a silent assassin, I got the Gun Nut achievement. Since I was cosplaying a monk with my bald head anyway, I went and prayed at the last Hell Shrine, finally making a dent in the collectible grind, and unlocking Spiritual Healing. Not long after, I get the last logbox in the Aberdeen district, netting me the West End Scavenger achievement. Making my way outside, I come across my 5th armored car, which after stealing it, losing the cops, and delivering it to the lockup gets us Kleptomaniac. Once that was taken care of, I am back to the docks to put my newfound wealth to good use. And with the help of my Twitch chat, I decided to bet on... Let's make this interesting. Let's not make me be the only person who has something on the line here. Black cock, banana, go for the black cock. How about you put your cock where your mouth is? I'm waiting for the results. 79k on the black cock, 0 on the white cock. I'm going for white. I'm betting against you. Infallible. For the next achievement, we have to break the second rule of Fight Club, as we beat all 4 Fight Clubs for the martial law achievement. Oh boy. That'll be for when I open my OnlyFans account. You piece of shit. Next, we went on a bit of a scavenger hunt until we get all the lockboxes in North Point, as well as the Central District, getting us 2 more collectible related achievements. Before we finish off the last of the collectibles, I went and completed the last few street races, some of which are very close. Ay! No! 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 Ah! Ho ho! Ah! That was too close. But eventually, after actually not losing a single race, we unlocked Way of the Road. There it is, Way of the Road. Ah, the Way of the Road. Sorry, don't cancel me. With the races out of the way, we can go and take care of the final few collectibles in the form of security cameras for Hong Kong Super Hacker. After which we move on to completing the jobs category, starting with Roland's jobs, which involves some form of debt collection, which typically gets out of hand.
Who are you?
I didn't mean to do that. After the events of the last job, Wei calls up Roland saying things have gone a bit too far and he's out of the game. Luckily, we still get what we're owed in the form of an achievement. And while caught up in a street brawl, we pull off this stylish move, which gets us our 30th silver stat award, unlocking solid silver. Next, I got a couple of miscellaneous achievements out of the way. Having beaten the game and most of the side content at this point, I find myself holding a shit ton of money, which is why I went and bought every purchasable vehicle for auto enthusiast. Alright. Oh. Ayo, that's all of them. Auto enthusiast, purchase all vehicles. Followed by the much cheaper endeavor of buying every piece of clothing available. That should have been it. After some initial confusion, I finally figured out that the legendary DLC outfits also count towards this achievement, but once I realized I went and bought those, I finally got the fashion victim. Seriously, I spent half an hour just going from store to store buying clothes. It was... no. With the miscellaneous stuff out of the way, I went to complete the last few events, and after some GTA Definitive Edition like shenanigans, I'm pretty sure that car's supposed to just be parked there normally, and not like that, because he's stuck in the trunk, and I need to let him out. We reload the game so that we can rescue this poor guy out of his trunk before beating him up. And moving on to the last event on our list, where we, you guessed it, pull another guy out of the trunk and get the achievement for completing every open world event. Now that the events are done, all we need to do is to get 30 gold awards and get to 100% completion, which in itself is also another 30 gold awards. The only other goal we are missing is Gambler, for which we need to have a positive total of $1 million earned from gambling, which meant that I was off to the cockfights. One more hit. One more hit. Yes! I'm getting into this, dude. It took a while, but eventually we got to 1,000,001, which meant that all that was left was to complete the DZS derbies and cruises. I just shot a bunch of civilian vehicles. Whoops. Whoops. Right. Okay, that should be it. That should be it for Sleeping Dogs main game. Pure Gold and Chief Inspector. Onto the DLC. That's right, we're not done yet. Since we're going for all Steam achievements, that includes the DLC achievements. Which means that straight after completing the main game, we went right into Nightmare North Point, a DLC that I think was heavily inspired by Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare. In this DLC, Wei and Not Ping are hanging out after a date together when suddenly they get ambushed by a ghost! And he kidnaps Not Ping. What follows is a weird but fun adventure that sees us beating up a bunch of what I think are vampire ghosts and saving civilians. We track down the smiling cat ghost, who I swear is just Jackie in a mask. I mean, look at him. And eventually find him and Not Ping before we get knocked out. Completing the mission gets us our first jump scare? Jesus, that was loud. We come to find out that just about everyone in the city is now some form of undead creature. We make our way to Winston's restaurant where there's a demon in the back alley. Oh my god, my meter is gone already, dude. Oh. After defeating all of the ghosts, Jesus, why is that so loud? We complete some of the side objectives, like rescuing ghost civilians, I guess, before we track down and confront Smiling Cat again, who just resurrected some of the biggest villains this town ever did see. With Ratface, Dog Eyes, and Ponytail back out there, our main objective is clear. So of course, we clear more side objectives first, until we find ourselves chasing down the ghost of Johnny Ratface, who you might remember as the guy that was turned into soup by Winston's mom. After taking care of his ghostly goons, we exorcise his ass with the power of a cherrywood sword. On the way to the next ghostly villain, I came across a Hell Shrine, a little collectible for this DLC. With the DLC being restricted to only one of the 4 districts and there only being 10 of them in total, this shouldn't be too difficult. We make our way to the dogs where we find Dog Eyes. Wait, no, hold on. We make our way to the dogs where we find Dog Eyes, and after taking care of his goonies and chasing him into the warehouse that was once his drugs lab, we confront Dog Eyes for the second time. Oh. First I cool him off in the freezer, then I Give him a shock.
Look at this. It burns. Burn up here, burn down there.
Oh. With 2 out of 3 big bad bosses double dead, we head over to Club Bam Bam where Ponytail is hiding out. Like the other ones, he's pretty much a pushover. After Wei threatens to trap him away from the underworld for eternity, Ponytail spills the beans on how we can defeat Smiling Cat and stop the undead takeover. After sending Ponytail back to where he came from, we complete the mission and unlock Pet Cemetery. Making our way to the temple where Smiling Cat is hanging out, we stop to do another secondary objective, which turns out to be the last one of the DLC. We arrive at the temple to finish off this DLC short story in heroic fashion. Whoops, you didn't see that. We find Smiling Cat as well as Not Ping and start the final confrontation. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Now we grab, counter, grab again, and throw. Oh, I forgot about the counter. Oh, dang, so mean. Alright. Oh, there's more. After a chaotic last fight that took, I kid you not, 10 straight minutes of fighting the only 2 enemy types in this entire DLC, we finally punch Smiling Cat's lights out and go back to living happily ever after.
Shall we finish that date?
Oh, yes.
With that, the story of Nightmare North Point is complete, and we get the most 2010s meme-sounding achievement, Icon has Banishment. With the story done, we set off to get the rest of the Hell Shrines, and after finding the last one, we unlocked Hell Money. Which means all we have to do now is unlock the 5 gold awards in the DLC for Cursed Gold. With us already having collected all of the Hell Shrines, that meant killing 20 demons for the Demon Hunter reward, then making sure that 15 demons are killed using a sword for Demon Exorcism, followed by countering 100 bites for Hard to Get, and finishing off the DLC by defeating our 200th Vampire Ghost for Vampire Hunter, which finally gets us the Cursed Gold achievement. With the main game and Nightmare North Point done, all that is left for us to do is Year of the Snake. Year of the Snake takes place straight after the main story and sees Wei being demoted back to a street cop as punishment for all the mayhem he caused during the events of the main game. It doesn't take long before Wei is at the center of another massive conspiracy, as the New Year celebrations are interrupted by a gang wearing bright colored outfits. After delivering some street justice to restore the peace, we go and investigate the car that the gang drove in.
Son of a bitch.
And with that, we have our theme for this DLC. After we professionally dispose of the bomb, I did it, just as intended. We track the address where the car came from and find a warehouse full of evidence of a cult. This only gets confirmed when we interview one of the crazies we knocked out before, and it turns out these folks want to speed up bringing about the end of the world. So obviously, we gotta stop them. I'd say I'm doing this because I'm a selfless hero, but really I'm just doing it for achievements. Speaking of which, the side objectives this time around consist of the normal street cop stuff, such as stopping muggers and public urinators. I meant to arrest him, not fucking ninja knock him out. After having our masculinity questioned by the iconic pork bun guy.
A real man doesn't run errands. You eat pork bun. Lots of pork bun.
Yes.
Then, maybe, you don't have to do stupid favors no more.
A man is not a man until he eats pork bun. We go back to throwing more bomb cars into the sea, which happens a ridiculous amount of times in this DLC. Things escalate when the cultists start planting bombs on buses full of civilians. Am I gonna have to throw buses into the bay now? Luckily not, and since we don't need to keep these buses going on at least 50 miles per hour, we can just stop them and disarm the bombs. Once all the buses are secure, we go on the offensive. As we make our way to the fish market, where we fight our way through a whole bunch of cultists. Hello. Freeze. Nice one. Until we find the bomb maker and arrest him, putting a stop to the cult's car bombing operations. With the immediate major threat taken care of, we go back to solving some more of the day-to-day crimes, and before you know it, we get the achievement for completing every secondary objective in Year of the Snake. Our sense of victory is short-lived, when the cultists who are now out of bombs switch to attempting a nerve gas attack. After a very by-the-book police chase... God damn. No lethal force, by the way.
No
lethal force. We eventually catch up to the van, only to narrowly see the cult leader escaping by boat. Calling in the detective for backup, we make our way across the channel to end this cult once and for all, which goes about how you'd expect by now. We're so far away. Some Fast and Furious shit. Once we're on the abandoned oil rig, we take out the last cultist taking a stand to defend their master, after which we find their leader hiding out inside and take his ass in, saving the day once again.
You're under arrest, asshole. Happy New Year.
Was it worth it? Yeah, I'd say so. And after tracking down all 20 of this DLC's collectibles... Okay. Sleeping Dogs. You were, dare I say, a very good game. But all good things must come to an end. And with that... Goody Monster. Which means... all achievements. We did it. We did it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and would like to see more 100%ing content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. All of the clips were taken from my Twitch channel where I played through this full game live with my chat. Thanks to the overwhelmingly positive responses I've received on the Atelier Ryza video, I'll be playing and completing Atelier Ryza 2 next. If you'd like to be part of that playthrough or just want to see it happening live, then be sure to check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/mattbanana. Links down below. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. 69 perfect games.
Yeah, boy.